write the history. He gave us jewels to know that we would be the father. You know? That we was one and the same, because if you asked him if he was the greatest, he would tell you that we was the greatest. You know? So I mean, I don't take anything away from that. You know? I stay focused with that. And by me being so young, see, brothers was older than me at that time. You know what I'm saying? You know, brothers that's like I, you know, brothers, Gospel, all these brothers was older than me. But these are the same individuals that I ran with at different periods that was never seen to be any different. They didn't look at me like, oh, here goes the youngster. You know what I'm saying? Because I studied, I knew when to speak, and I knew when to what? Listen. You know what I mean? Because we learning each and every day. You know? And we have to see the interests that the children is requiring today. Like Allah says, the interests that we were requiring at that time. Because our mathematics got to add on. This is living mathematics. You know? And don't think that because what was projected, you know, at that period of time, that there wasn't going to have to be some renewal to that history, because time brings about the what? Change. You know what I'm saying? So you got to see where the people is at now. So where the people is at now, they wasn't in the same situation then. But what was attractive then brought us to where we at now. Now we have to have an attraction now for what's to come. Because the reality of past, present, and future is one. And that's the knowledge. Because every blink, every motion, every breath is past, present, and future. So it's now or what? That's how it comes. You know? It ain't so much, you know, that it have to be so much glory that's given to what's behind us. It's where we at now that actually counts on where we going from here. And that's what Allah dealt with in his time. What was happening right then. And took a specific amount of time to be complete with everything that we needed to continue to build. In a short period of time, you think about the time that his presence like manifested itself to life itself, man, that was like a blink of an eye, man. With so much information in a blink of an eye. You know? And I had to get back to that. With me getting the knowledge of myself, I was always in a position, man, of being by myself, because I wasn't as old then. You know, you ain't had 16-year-old knowledge came here. This town here was the town that had the youngest amount of people, man, that was attracted to the knowledge.
It was like me.
Right. You know, and they're still floating around here. You be around here, they'll peace God, you know, I mean, with force and power. You know, so they journey back is coming because it's not a force, man. You know, you can't force people to do things, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody forced me to do that. I experienced these things that I know on my own. You know, everything was pro or con. You know, however it turned out. Because it don't get no better until you test to what it actually is. That you're going through, whether it's pro or it's con. You know, but then our relationship to each other, man, it's good to see that we come together as one, because this is the love that I've always grown in, man, us being one, regardless of whom or what, you know? So it's my pleasure to be a part today, you know? And a father of 14, and a grandfather of 19, and a great-grandfather of 2. be.
We are here to celebrate Father's Degree Day. Father's degree is build understanding today. You know? And we here to show and prove that his understanding continues to build. You know? You know, we still going through a struggle of showing forth and proving, you know, the power of the truth. That's what Allah was about. That's all He was about. When I was young, I didn't really understand, you know, understanding come one time. You live and you learn. I thought I knew everything because I had knowledge of self and the science of everything in life. You know? So, you know, certain things that the Father would say, I would draw it up for myself. You know, he would say point blank, what, like when he said we need an anti-white nor pro-black, you know, I drew that up for myself. I just said, I can see the Father saying, I had to fool him, son, you know, but man, I wasn't fooling nobody but myself, you know, because that's for real. That's exactly, you know, how the Father seen it. You know, I just ain't see it like that. You know, because, you know, where I grew up, I was type prejudiced, you know. I ain't really had no real love for, you know, white people, you know, for my history. Because all I received from them was hard times. You know, even growing up. In the neighborhood, they had everything. All the ones I went to school with, their parents had the store, they had the candy store, they had the grocery store, they had the laundromat, the cleaners, everything. You know? And we had people coming to our crib where we had to hide the iron and, you know, the TV and all that type of stuff. You know? So, you know, I really didn't have no great love for, you know, like I couldn't see it at that time. But the Father, He's saying, you know, so much more, you know? I'm just, as I still grow and I'm understanding more and more, you know, how this thing works. But when you look at history, you know, like the Father said different things like, you know, we don't accept nothing on face value. We believe in anti-white or pro-black, you know, and everything for real. You know about, like, you know, history, like during the Civil War, there was people that on face value was Caucasian, that was more dedicated to the cause of freedom for the original people than black people who was living and everything with us. They was telling niggas. Then you had people like John Brown, that was an abolitionist, that him and his whole family, you know, was out. They was down for the cause. Then you had black people that was right amongst us that was telling, Master, they's ready to run. You know? So, you know, everything for real. Even Caucasian people, they know better than I knew at that time. Because they said, if you had I don't care what he look like, if he got a drop of black blood in him, then he black. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that was something that I didn't see growing up. Now, you know, I don't even look at, you know, things on face value. I, you know, look real into a person, you know, for who they is, what they do. You know? Just, you know, understanding, you know, bills. And there's a lot of people, you know, with a lot of knowledge that is for our cause. You know what I'm saying? That is not about the 10% way. You know what I'm saying? That want to see freedom, justice, and equality, you know, for all the people on the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, they just not the devil. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of, you know, how they live. You know, and that's what we got to do, man. We got to know who's who and what's what. So everybody that's for our common cause can come together and make things happen. You know what I'm saying? There's people that is pro-truth. You know, and as long as we looking at things, you know, on face value, then we ain't going to get the value of a lot of things that is beneficial for us. You know, and you know, that's what I just want to build on, you know, certain things that the Father born that brothers do not understand to the day. You know what I'm saying? They still on some, you know, racial discrimination, hate whites. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, where I come from, that's how I come up. You know? When I first went to junior high school, my old earth tried to bust me out of the hood. You You know what I'm saying? I come up in Brownsville. She busted me to Canarsie. Anybody that knows, that was like a straight white neighborhood. It was like 1964. You know, I had to damn near fight every day in school. We didn't even go out of school for lunch. We ate lunch in school, so we wouldn't have no problems. 3 o'clock, when it was time to go home, man, we not only had beefs with them little young, you know, that was going to school with us. At 3 o'clock, they big brothers, they uncles, they daddies, they friends, and they would have motorcycles, they would have guns, they would have baseball bats, they would have cars. You know what I'm saying? This is what we had to go through just to go home from school. We had to cross Linden Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't come across Linden Boulevard. You know? So, you know, I looked at it, you know, from that aspect, man, you know. I didn't know that they were just, you know, blind, deaf, and dumb, because they're 85% too. 85% ain't just black people. 85% is just the total population on the planet Earth. That means the majority of the people on the planet Earth is blind, deaf, and dumb. You know what I'm saying? And 10% of the people keep those people blind, deaf, and dumb. They're the rich slave makers of the poor. They are the few that have it all, that have mansions, that they don't even go in every room in their house. And you got homeless people that ain't got nothing and nowhere to live. See, the father was about Brother Bobby. He was a righteous man for real. You know? And his concern with us, that what attracted me to the knowledge. Before I even knew about the knowledge, the first brother that I met, or that had knowledge, right? I knew him before the knowledge even came, before, you know, brothers was jitterbugging and shit. You know what I'm saying? When we moved from Ocean Hill, Brownsville to Brownsville, this guy tried to shake me down. You know, pat my pockets, we buy a nickel. You know? So, you know, I had to beat him up because I just come to the neighborhood and I had to make an impression. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't let him, he got it, I didn't even want to hear it. I was like, get out of my face. You know? Wait for me. You know, because, you know, his impression when I first moved to the neighborhood. You know, but I respected the brothers that got knowledge, you know, when he got it. But I ain't had no, you know, respect for him because of our relationship, you know. I ain't never got over that, you know. It wasn't like, you know, we just turned around and we was cool after that. You know? Alright. Then like I said, after that, I got bust out to, you know, Canarsie. You know, that really showed me who was the colored man, you know. But I had still yet to realize, you know, who was the original man. I know about the brothers because, you know, as we came up when we was young, how we stayed together, you know, and everything. You know, on Saturday morning, my whole earth would still be like in bed. I'd be out with the brothers, you know, doing things, you know. So, you know, what really showed me that Allah is God because of the brothers that bear witness to the Father before I even knew him. I knew that if they bear witness to the Father, if they listen to the Father, that he had to be God. Because they ain't listen to nobody. They ain't listen to their mama. They ain't listen to the teacher, the police, nobody, the preacher. You know what I'm saying? They ain't listen to nobody. So if they listen to the Father, he had to be God. Because I knew these brothers, you know, everything for real. They ain't respect nothing. You know, even when I was young, I'd take money out the collection plate if I could. If I could get away with it with nobody looking, I'd dip in the collection plate. You know? And, you know, brothers, we was like all based on these same. You know? So I knew that Allah had to be God because of the respect that the brothers, you know, have for each other. So, you know, when it came to, you know, brother dropping the knowledge, I listened.